Okay, let's go. I hope you cannot hear that much the Indian background music around the streets. So let's start. I could have made two separate videos, but I don't feel like doing it, so I'm gonna just make one video about what I think is gonna be the next year and what just a brief thankful moment for 2025. And let's start from the past, from the memory. 2025, as you can see from my bunny hopes, has been the greatest year of my life. Why? I lived in 3 different continents. I'm starting to not give that much a frock about what people think of me, which is slowly building up, of my stairway to heaven, of real juice of freedom. And I hope it has been a great year for you too. It was the year of the snake, and I have a good relationship with snake. One day it's a topic for another video, but I had a very interesting situation with the snake where I basically gave him freedom. But again, this is another story. I promise one day I will share it, but this is not the day. So, the present, last days of 2025, we're getting a little sip of what is gonna be. And what I really think is gonna be 2026, super easy. You don't even have to put astrology in the mix, which clearly says that, but it's in the air. It's in the air. It's gonna be fire. If I have to pick one image, it's gonna be fireworks. It's gonna be fireworks all over the world, which may be scary, may be dangerous, but you know, you can celebrate with fireworks, you can have accidents with fireworks, and there can be short explosions so loud that everybody notices it, and then it's like, what happened? Well, that was so big. And there can also be those kind of slow, beautiful, flawless pyrotechnic exhibition where everything is perfect and you have that wonderful symphony, and when it finishes you feel like excited because you've seen something beautiful, organized, colorful, the sounds were on point, everything was perfect. So you better get ready to play your kind of pyrotechnic show. This made me think about truth, right? I feel like truth is gonna come out of this year. And you either train your eyes enough to see the truth, or you will get burned by the truth this year. You won't survive, psychologically speaking, I hope, at least, if you're not ready for some truth. Because I think like harsh truth is gonna come out of everywhere. But maybe it's just me, again. I like this kind of fortune telling stuff. Because you know, it's so easy. I'm shooting arrows, right? I'm just saying what I feel. And it may be wrong, but you know, cause and effect. So I feel like this is in some way also changing the world. But remember, when you speak, you're always changing the world. As crazy and unusual it may sound, it is like that. So let's go back to the topic, because I start to get lost in my delusional philosophy again, which is not a delusional, but again, it is. Yeah, let's say that it is. Fire, get ready for some truth. Get ready to handle your own stage. There's the chance for each one of us to have our fireworks this year. Things are gonna start. The ignition of the engine starts with fire. So it's a good year to start. I don't know what, everything, the idea, everything is boiling inside your pot, in your head, since so many years, because maybe we had confusing years after 2020. Yeah, everybody was like living his life normally. The next 10 years in 2020 for me would be like, oh, 10 years ahead, wow, a new decade, I'm so excited. And then life decided to shake everything for everyone. So, I mean, we lived a quarter of the big cake, which is this century, right? 25 years has gone. 2000 was 2 days ago, but it's past. So, cogli la prima mela, which is grab the first apple. Grab the first apple. Time is passing fast. It seems like it's even going faster, which 100% is a big part of it is us being every day like scrolling the magic wand, watching content, the phone every day. But yeah, time goes by so slowly for those who wait. No time to hesitate. Yeah, this is gonna be the mood. Hang up and pick up what you have to pick up. Because there's a, if you want to see that there's the possibility for you to pick up what you have to do and what you feel to do, is the right time. If you still feel, oh no, I'm not ready, I might wait another 15 years and then regret all of my existence. Well, that is gonna be your problem. As it can also be your victory if you start to do what you have to do. Okay. See, I'm on fire. I feel this year. And who knows? Who knows? I'm so excited to see what's going to happen. And also maybe to watch this in another year and see at the edge of 2027 what is gonna be. But focus again, 25 years has passed and 25 years is gonna pass again and you won't even notice if you have the luck of still being alive. So in 2050, we will be like, oh fuck, we are half of the century. So before arriving there, let's first notice that we have passed a quarter of this freaking century. So it's already important by himself. Okay, probably spiritually people that likes to search for some truth. Yeah, we all know that this kind of solar calendar may not be the best, that maybe a 30-month lunar calendar will be so easier for us, will allow us to connect us to nature, and that the year really starts in spring with Aries energy, and this kind of calendar gets us disconnected. But we are on this boat, and this boat is conventionally familiar with this calendar, so you know what? I'd rather just adapt here than be the ship and make a video like, hey, don't look at 2026, it's a lie, it's gonna start in March. No, okay, maybe we know, maybe somebody doesn't believe in it. I personally do, but for the sake of understanding and of easiness and of getting some attention, I'm gonna pretend, I'm gonna speak to 2026 as the new year, because it is. And yeah, then it's also an excuse to party and celebrate. Not party in the sense of, let me first say this. You want to have the most beautiful year of your life? Start by don't drink alcohol on the last day of the year. That's a ritual, don't do that, don't drink that freaking alcohol ever again in your life, but whatever, that may be your only way of escapism from this harsh reality, but I really suggest you to stop. But who am I to speak? Everybody has his fault. I'm gonna eat a piece of cake in 2 minutes and I will say, oh, sugar is bad for me, but you know what? Everybody is able to do what he wants until he's not creating that much of damage for others. But yeah, I would say you want to change your life, stop drinking alcohol. I did it. Now I sound like an alcoholist. No, I've never been, but I used to have fun in the weekends when I was a little younger. Not that I'm that old, but I come from the 900s, so For some people, I'm like a grandpa in a relative way. I can't wait for this to be so extreme. I feel like in 20 years, if I'm still alive, I will say, hey, I come from a land down under. I come from the 900s. Okay, I like being so silly. It's freedom and expression. But by the way, what was I speaking about? I can't remember. Maybe it was not relevant. Oh, it was about alcohol or so. Yeah, don't drink alcohol. But it's not the topic of the video, so let's rejoice. We are alive. We have a year of fire, of new beginnings, of burning. Of burning all stuff and letting go. Let's all embrace ourselves. Let's all create the world that we were dreaming of before. I feel like my generation, this Gen Z generation, lost the sparkle. But this might be the year that we gain our sparkle back. So, my dear brothers and sisters, rejoice, because we can change the world by just changing ourselves. If you have the guts to take a look inside and embrace your strength and look at your weakness and say, you know what, I can live with or without you. So I'd rather keep you in me and take a look at you sometimes than just forget about you. Confusing, I know, but it must be confusing, as I always say. This is not a politically correct or friendly channel. This is my version, my view on truth, on whatever, so take it as it is or leave. And yeah, I hope 2026, no, let's change the spelling of the words or spells. Let's gain some good magic, some good energy for this year. This is gonna be the greatest year of our lives. This is gonna be the greatest year of your life. You just have to embrace it. I feel that you can. You can do everything. You are powerful. You have no boundaries. You are the master of your own fate, the captain of your own story. You are a god that has forgot that to be a god or a goddess. Yes. The motorbike is confirming it. Yes, power, like loud. This is gonna be a loud year. Be loud, be loud. Be also silent when you need to be silent. But be loud. There's a chance to get your spot on the stage, no matter if you like the stage or not. There's nothing to hide in this world. Like the Buddha quote, I think, was it? 3 things cannot be hid: the sun, the moon, and the truth. So embrace this triangle of power in this year. Be free, get free. I will hear sometimes, you don't know when. It might be every day, it might be that I do 2 videos this year, who knows? But I swear to you, I'll be there and I will never stop being there, spreading out some freaking good vibes or even bad vibes. I will feel so bad that I will just say, let's throw away these bad vibes to people. Because you know, this is a game. It doesn't matter if you're good or wrong. If you're bad, that's a lie. Lie, la, lie. Lie, la, 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 lie, la, lie. Lie, la, lie. Lie, la, lie, la, lie, la, lie, la, 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 lie. It's all a big lie. Even this new year is a lie. Every day it's a new year, because tomorrow is never granted. So may every day be shining like never before for you and who is around you and the world. Remember, start from the man in the mirror or the woman. Listen to Michael Jackson songs. Dance. And live freely or die in your cage. And come back. There's time. It's not a one shot, one kill thing. You're gonna come back in the circle of samsara of life. Okay, I feel like I've said enough. And cheers! Just have some water in a very bad shaped bottle, so yeah. So let's use fire. I'm gonna drink fire. Or the wax, this blue toxic, perfumed, chemically wax. No, jokes aside. This is the key. Fire. Be stupid this year. Play with fire. Just a little. It doesn't mean that you have to burn yourself, but maybe worth the risk. Play a little with fire and be careful because there's gonna be big fireworks and explosions around. So yeah, we may face some harsh situations, everybody, the collective, but you are your own fire, you are your starlight, you are your savior. Love you forever. Let's make this year the greatest of all time, because we have the power to do it. Not we don't have the power, we have the right, we have the divine order to do it. Otherwise, sleep another year, slipping through my fingers all the time, and regret that. Until one day you'll be like, maybe that freaking guy on YouTube who speaks like a fool was not that wrong. You better do it faster, sooner than later. Love you. Bye.